Before you dive deep into the chaos of life, take a moment to question everything you've been taught about success, happiness, and love. What if everything you think you know is a lie? Those ideas might just be illusions crafted by society to keep you spinning in the wheel of mediocrity. Have you ever wondered why the people you admire never follow the crowd? Why do they always seem to go against the grain? This video isn't just another self-help guide, it's a wake-up call. To live a life that truly matters, you need to re-examine everything. This journey won't be easy, but it's the only path to true elevation in life. Before we dive into each lesson, let's explore why these lessons are so important. In an era where information overload is the norm, it's easy to get lost in the sea of conflicting advice. But there are foundational principles, eternal truths that have been proven over thousands of years. From ancient Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius to modern-day success stories. These lessons are not just theoretical, they are practical principles that can be applied directly to your life. And when you truly understand and apply them, you'll see your life transform in ways you never imagined. Lesson 1. The Comfort Zone, a Silent Assassin. Your comfort zone, where everything is easy and familiar, may seem like a good place to be. But in reality, it's where your dreams slowly get buried. Imagine a fish living in a small tank. It's safe, well-fed, and has nothing to worry about. But what happens if you release it into the ocean? Yes, it will face dangers, but it will also have the chance to grow stronger, bigger, and discover its true potential. Let's talk about a famous entrepreneur, Elon Musk. When he started his career, he didn't choose the easy path. Instead, he bet everything he had on companies like SpaceX and Tesla. Knowing that the chances of failure were high, Musk pushed himself out of his comfort zone, taking risks that many others would avoid. The result? He created pioneering companies that have revolutionized industries. Musk's story is a clear testament that the comfort zone may feel safe, but to achieve greatness, you must be willing to step out of it. Think about yourself. How many times have you chosen a job simply because it was stable? How many relationships have you maintained just because they were familiar, even though they no longer made you happy? Stepping out of your comfort zone doesn't mean you have to give up everything you have. But it does mean expanding your limits to explore new opportunities. Start with small things, take a new course. Challenge yourself with a daily task like taking cold showers. Or simply have the courage to voice your opinions in a meeting. Lesson 2. The Illusion of Expectations. Expectations are something that society, family, and even you impose upon yourself. They are like colored glasses through which you view life. Everything you see is distorted by expectations. You expect friends to always be there for you, your career to flourish, and life to go according to plan. But when these expectations aren't met, you fall into disappointment, anger, and despair. Imagine someone striving to land their dream job. They've worked hard, invested a lot of time and effort, and they expect to be promoted quickly. But then, the promotion goes to someone else, leaving them feeling betrayed. The problem isn't that they weren't good enough, it's that their expectations created a gap between reality and desire. And it's this gap that causes suffering. Lowering your expectations doesn't mean giving up on your goals, it means adjusting them to align with reality. Instead of focusing on the outcome, focus on the process. Accept that life won't always go as planned. And that's okay. When you lower your expectations, you begin to see life in a more realistic way and find peace in the small things. Lesson 3. The Impermanence of Friendships. Friendships, like any other relationship, change over time. The expectation that close friends will always be there is an illusion. People change. Circumstances change. And this leads to friendships changing as well. Accepting this truth can help you avoid unnecessary pain. I remember my best friend from college. We went through so much together. From late-night study sessions to grand plans for the future. But as life pushed us in different directions, that relationship slowly faded. At first, I felt like I was losing a part of myself. But then I realized that each of us had grown in our own way. And that's completely natural. Accepting the impermanence of relationships is part of growing up. Instead of mourning the friendships that have ended, cherish the memories and be open to new relationships. The important thing to remember is that you are your own best friend. Lesson 4: Sacrifice is essential. In a society where comfort and convenience are prioritized, the concept of sacrifice might seem outdated. But the truth is, nothing of value comes without sacrifice. Giving up something to achieve a higher goal is an unavoidable rule. Think about the lives of top athletes. To achieve their accomplishments, they have to sacrifice a lot: time, personal interests, even their health. That sacrifice isn't just for the sake of winning medals, but for becoming the best version of themselves. And that never comes easily. You might not be a top athlete, but this principle applies to every aspect of life. Want to succeed in your career? You might have to sacrifice leisure time. Want to be fit and healthy? You have to give up unhealthy foods and lazy weekends. Every sacrifice is a step closer to your ultimate goal. Lesson 5: Stop chasing love. Society often makes us believe that love is the most important thing we must seek. But in reality, love isn't something you can find by chasing it. Instead, it comes naturally when you focus on living your life well. I used to spend a lot of time and effort searching for love. I went on countless dates. Tried to mold myself into what others wanted. But all it brought me was emptiness and disappointment. Only when I stopped searching and started focusing on myself did I truly find a meaningful relationship. Love is not a destination but a journey. When you stop chasing and start living your life genuinely and fully, love will come at the right time, as a natural part of life. Lesson 6: The majority is often wrong. Society often imposes common opinions and values on individuals. And sometimes, going against the crowd can make you feel lonely. But the truth is, the majority isn't always right. Look back at history, there have been many times when the majority was seriously wrong. For example, the period when people believed the Earth was the center of the universe. Or the witch hunts in Europe. It's the individuals who dared to question and challenge the majority's views who brought progress to humanity. To develop wisdom and achieve truth, you need to cultivate independent thinking. Don't be afraid to ask questions and challenge what everyone else accepts. True wisdom comes from continuously seeking and testing the truth, no matter how different it makes you. Lesson 7: The power of patience. In a world obsessed with instant gratification, waiting can seem like a waste of time. But the truth is, the greatest achievements, the most profound experiences, often require patience. Nature teaches us much about patience. Trees don't grow overnight, rivers don't carve valleys in a day. The most beautiful things in life take time to develop. Think of artists, scientists, or those who have achieved great things. They all understand that patience is the key to achieving their goals. Patience isn't about sitting idly by, it's about persistence in action and thought. It's about understanding that success doesn't come immediately, but is the result of a long-term process. Learn to enjoy the journey, and don't worry too much about the destination. Conclusion: embrace the journey of life. Life is a series of trials, triumphs, and continuous transformations. The lessons you've just gone through aren't meant to comfort you but to challenge you. They are a call to action, a call to live deeply, to question, to grow, and to find beauty in the struggle. Life isn't about avoiding discomfort, it's about embracing it. Don't fear the challenges ahead, they are the catalysts for your growth. And remember, you are not alone. The world is full of people navigating their own journeys, learning their own lessons. Connect with them, but also find peace within yourself. Let these truths guide, challenge, and inspire you. Live boldly, love deeply, and never stop seeking the wisdom that lies within and around you. This is your life, make it extraordinary.